mid-March is likely to be really spicy. This March 14th, we are having a lunar eclipse in Virgo. And that's not only important because, really all eclipses are important. They're like, in this case, a full moon on steroids that we will be feeling for months later. But it's also important because it's conjunct the South Node in Virgo. So this is really going to feel like a big purge. And when you look at it in the United States natal ninth house, we're looking at a purge of things having to do with our legal system, our belief system, right on the cusp of that 10th, the government, okay? And really also ninth house indicates the beliefs of the people in this nation, and specifically having to do with healthcare workers. So get ready for some truths to get exposed. And think back over the last 6 months, by the way, that this has been building, right? This started with the new moon in Virgo last September 2nd, 2024. And during that 6-month time frame, we have been getting all kinds of whistleblowers, disclosures, things like that coming out. And this is really a culmination to it. Another indicator, just another layer of energy indicating that there will be secrets and lies getting exposed, is that this new moon is happening conjunct the United States natal Neptune and Black Moon Lilith in Virgo. So buckle up. And recall, I've talked to you guys before about this ninth house also representing organizational ideologies like wokeism and higher education, where a lot of this type of indoctrination is being taught. So what's being exposed? This could be government and legal shakeups. Be on the lookout for possibly some shocking or surprising legal decisions, rulings being made. These could be like major rulings from the Supreme Court. Of course, we've seen that over the last 6 months. But this could also be, government scandals reaching a boiling point. Like, I know on X, people are pissed off about the disclosures not being fully made still, even though Trump has put his appointees in, like Pam Bondi and Kash Patel over the FBI. I mean, where are the disclosures? And people are starting to get fed up and call for the firing of Pam Bondi. Whatever's going on around the time of this eclipse, look for it to be things getting uncovered, and there could be more leaks, more whistleblowers, and like I said, some shocking legal decisions being made. Another thing I could see happening around this time is a crisis going on with the media and misinformation, especially when you look at how this eclipse is occurring. The lunation is occurring opposite of the sun in Pisces, and it's conjunct Saturn in Pisces, which has brought, and not far off of Neptune and the North Node in that third house, has brought, unfortunately, as I've said in previous videos, a lot of misinformation, propaganda, a lot of duplicitous doublespeak in communications. We've got a lot of heavy karma there where Saturn is saying you're going to have to answer to this. And frankly, this Saturn placement over here opposing that lunation is calling out the lies pretty hard. Because guess what? We have Neptune moving into Aries. So, the time of getting away with deception in the media is about time's up. And this could bring up some information having to do with censorship, particularly in social media and what's been going on with these social media platforms and AI. By the way, we will see more development on that topic by eclipse season in the fall, in September. But I wouldn't be surprised around the time of this eclipse if we see some more debates or disclosures about the censorship issue and people not trusting mainstream media anymore. There could even be something coming out about AI being used in some particular way with communication or truth in media. And another big issue is that, especially with this ninth house having to do with foreigners and foreign lands, we could see more global tension rising. I mean, we're already feeling it with, Zelensky being denied money for Ukraine, the war over there, and Israel within the same week being given billions of dollars to continue their war against Gaza. But like I said in the last video, 2 weeks after this eclipse, we're going into a solar eclipse in Aries, which I'll talk more about in the next video. But suffice it to say, this whole issue with warfare going on around the globe, I mean, we're just heading up to it with this energy, and then Saturn, and for quite some time, definitely through the summer. So there could be a collapse of maybe a treaty. We're kind of already seeing that with NATO right now, but it could also be, some kind of global power shift where you see the US is now coming into more alignment with Russia than, say, Ukraine. because Russia's offering up minerals and trying to negotiate for peace, whereas looks like Ukraine has already had their minerals bought and they're not offering peace. So watch out for some surprising moves from world leaders. And yeah, also from, people that are involved in politics, the MAGA people, because, I can tell you on X, they're not happy about Israel getting money. And they're not happy about those Epstein files and JFK, MLK files not dropping. And people done had it, especially with, I'm going to go back to this over here with Saturn, where people are like, we're donezo with the lies, right? No more, no more. No more Neptune in Pisces. That show's about to end. And there's a lot of heavy karma, a lot of heavy answering to with that Saturn placement opposing this purge of information coming out. And so we could see, media lies getting exposed, government cover-ups, that's going to get brought to light. And if there's corrupt leadership going on, they're going to get held accountable with that Saturn placement. People are ready for the hard truth. They're done with the lies and the illusions. The universe is basically forcing us to wake up. This is not just an astrological event, it's a reality check from the universe. So what does this mean for you? Well, let me give you some advice on how to prepare. Question everything. Question authority. Do not take the news at face value. Do your own research. Listen to multiple sources giving various points on a topic so you get a well-rounded take on the story. Stay grounded. Virgo is asking you to focus on the facts, not the fear. Realize that this eclipse is not here to scare you. It's here to wake you up. So what do you think is going to happen with this lunar eclipse in Virgo? I would love to hear your predictions, your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure to follow me for more updates.